Oh, there we go. That's a lot more sensual.
I can see it.
Let's lower it. Let's lower it so you can see my beautiful.
Did you say central or sensual?
Sensual.
Okay, good.
No,
good.
it's sensual.
Can we get the lighting right? Just maybe put some Kenny G on? I don't know.
I voted for that, but everyone was like, no, Kenny G turns. No.
What's up, everybody? If you haven't guessed already, this is What the Force podcast to make you say WTF to all the things that are happening in the galaxy. Are you good?
Just go with it, bro.
Okay, great.
Just go with it.
So once again, we're here filming live out of Nirvana Food and Spirits as well as Nirvana Coffee adjacent. With me, I have some Jedis and Sith Lords abundant. On my immediate right, I have Mr. Move the Joystick himself, Matt.
That's right, guys. I'm excited. We're going to be talking about Han Solo today. Ready.
And the people that lost their jobs.
Aww.
On my immediate left, I have the Chocos. Is that you said?
Yeah, no, that was right, Darth Chocos, but I'm definitely not your immediate left. Immediate left would be right there. No, I'm the far left.
No, I consider you on the higher, grander scale than this person.
I'm a Force ghost. I'm not here.
Until this grows back in, then he'd be immediate.
This is our technology. That's a hologram.
Yeah,
I'm in Philadelphia.
He's not actually here right now.
Oh God, why are you in Philadelphia?
That's the
My life, I hate life.
Yeah, that's
Rocky.
true.
Yeah.
And now to my other immediate left is the Darth Vader of our universe, Zach.
What's up?
Mad Zach.
I really thought you were gonna go.
You should have.
Oh, I only do that with my wife behind closed doors.
Oh, very
that's
nice.
sweet.
Yeah.
That is great.
Like, literally, we're gonna have a second child because I can reenact that last scene in Rogue One.
That is
In the bedroom. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Put her up on the wall, ceiling, and then I just like slash her stomach, and then she falls, and she tries to run for the door, and then I get the plan. So I always get the plan.
Wow.
So your lightsaber that you own is bright and red? Because that's usually a medical issue.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no.
I am your host, L.A.LA, also your super friendly neighborhood freckle-faced superhero. We are going to jump in and talk about Han Solo movie and the ongoings and offgoings that's happening on set. Zach, you are very passionate about what happened because directors that you love and love very much no longer on the project.
Correct. So the original directors for the Han Solo movie, when it was announced that Phil Lord and Chris Miller were directing Han Solo, was absolutely great. So if you guys have ever seen 21 Jump Street, the Lego movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, those are the amazing minds behind it. And for them to be able to take Han Solo on was very exciting because Han Solo is a sarcastic, funny. He lifts the humor within the seriousness of these cheesy Star Wars films. Like, he's the one who's just like looks at Jedi and is like, "You're a crazy religion," and he runs around with a giant furry dog. And just when they announced like the whole ensemble of the directors and Donald Glover and just everyone together, I was really excited. I thought it was just going to be a smash comedy hit for a young Han Solo movie. And yes, it was confirmed earlier this week that they were fired, even though they've been filming since
January.
There are 3 weeks left on principal photography.
So the movie is almost done.
Just about.
Yeah.
And they went and got
Fired.
They went and got fired. How you get
See
fired
you
on your day off?
I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Here's what I think possibly happened was that they had an idea, or Kathleen Kennedy sat them down whenever she hired them, and she said, all right, this is our plan, this is our vision. And they probably thought to themselves, all right, cool, we can do this, fine. And then they're filming it, and they're thinking to themselves, nah, let's go a different direction with this, possibly. And so maybe Kathleen Kennedy went ahead and looked at it and saw everything that they did, and she's like, wait, this is not the movie that we had envisioned. What the hell, guys? And they were like, yeah, we decided to take some creative differences. And then boom, fired. I mean, that's my thought, possibly.
Here's what happened. They were doing a lot of kind of improving the scenes and kind of changing a couple things from the script.
Okay, so
and it started to deviate from the original script and what exactly they were wanting. And apparently now, again, there are a lot of articles out there about what exactly happened with different sources and stuff. And there's a bunch you can take at face value. There's some that you can't. No one's really going to know exactly what happened. But the general consensus is that Alden Ehrenreich, I can't say his name.
Eidenreich or something like that.
Whatever it is. He was starting to feel that it was really getting away from what the script wanted from Han Solo and what it felt like to be Han Solo. So, word is that he is the one that actually went to Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh,
and
interesting.
Said, hey, I'm kind of worried about this. I feel like we're changing too much from the script. And not in a I'm a big shot, I don't like this kind of way. In more of a he was just kind of worried about it. Because if you think about this, if this doesn't go off well, if there's a problem with this film, Lord and Miller are going to have a little bit of heat on them, but it's always on the face. And this is Han Solo. This is the guy in Star Wars. So if he's worried about how he's being portrayed as Han Solo, it's a good idea to bring that up.
Yeah.
So,
and so that's what brought in Lawrence Kasdan and Kathleen Kennedy too.
Randy Pitchford's over there, by the way.
hey, Randy.
Oh, hi, Randy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see us down there.
They're not going to see us. Nolan's getting us up at the bar here at Nerdvana, but the CEO of Gearbox is right there. So
he's fanboying.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
I don't think Kathleen Kennedy wants to be the next Amy Pascal. Like, Amy Pascal from Sony was put on a cross for how many movies she destroyed. I think Kathleen Kennedy's trying to avoid that. She does not want to be the next, like, martyr on, you know what I mean? Like, I think she's trying to avoid that at all possible. Just don't get your servers hacked and you'll be fine, Kathleen.
So let me ask this. Let me pose a question to you guys. So Han Solo is already an established character, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's not much that you can do to mess him up, right? Because
there's a lot you could do.
Mess up
Well, I'm
Han
saying
Solo.
if you-
because Han Solo, the thing about Solo is there's a lot of mystery to him.
Yes.
We know he's a smuggler. You know he's a scoundrel. He kind of does whatever he wants.
And that's about it.
Well,
we don't really need. That's why a lot of
That's
people
what I'm saying.
didn't really want a backstory to Han Solo. Because we don't need to pull the curtain back. Look what happened when we pulled the curtain back to Darth Vader, and it wasn't really received too well from what we did with it. All right, so you cannot do that with Han Solo now. He's too beloved as a character.
But I want it, though.
But so what it sounds like is that the studio wanted a defined story.
And Lawrence Kasdan, who's one of the producers who wrote the script, who's all in on this. He knows Han Solo. He was involved in the original trilogy. He knows how to do this character. He knows what he wants. And if you start deviating away from what he wants and what the Mouse House wants to do, it's going to be bad for you.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Han Solo is a funny character. He does have humor to him, but it's not silly. And Lord and Miller are very silly.
Well, they can be silly. I wouldn't say that they're very silly because
they've done silly projects.
They've done silly projects.
And I think when they brought them in here, they're looking for like the Russo brothers, who did so well with Marvel.
Right.
But
they're
Lord
different
and
from the
Miller-
Russo brothers.
Well, the Russo brothers were comedy directors too.
Sure.
So if they want that from Lord and Miller, then and Lord and Miller didn't want to play ball, that could have been a problem.
Yeah. Well, and then that explains, we were kind of on the same path when we were talking about what was going on and why they ended up going different routes and just ending up firing them. But it's disappointing though, because as fans of their work, to see that we're not going to ever get the product that they put together is really disappointing.
Like Edgar Wright and Ant-Man.
Exactly. Yeah, but Edgar Wright at least got out before anything really happened.
Yeah, we're talking about almost that film.
This is we're almost like that's why I didn't raise any flags. When Edgar Wright left, Edgar Wright left. They hadn't started filming.
Right.
We're 3 weeks away from being done filming. Like that is a problem.
Well, you know what's amazing?
Not something they can't come back from, because we had problems with this with Rogue One. We had issues. But I think Gareth Edwards was more able to play ball with them. Go, okay, let's go and let's change what you want.
So what about?
I don't think Lord and Miller wanted to change.
No, I don't think so either.
So what about the improv? So we heard that possibly. So what they like to do in their filming is that they like to improv lines.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there's an issue with that.
There's no issue with that.
Donald Glover, take the next 16 takes to give me just funny line after funny line after funny line.
I'm sure there's probably a good bit of it.
But supposedly reported that was their issue, was the amount of improv happening on set, which I'm like, as long as you have a general outline of the story, what does it matter if he says you're getting back rubbed by Tauntaun, or you're stabbing Boba Fett in the face? Like, those little line things shouldn't matter.
Well, I think it does, because you're trying to create a story, and if you're having too many sides where you're just constantly rolling with improv and you're getting away from the overall script, and it depends on how many there were, if it raised that many flags, that could possibly be the reason why they just fired them, because they were like, okay, you maybe 2 or 3 are okay, but whenever you've got like 16 scenes where you're just going over and over, it's just improv after improv, that's a problem.
They're saying that it was changing the character.
Sure.
And that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Because we're already having a hard time dealing with a Han Solo that is not Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
All right, we as a fan base are already, I don't know about this.
I could see that. So let's say like a couple lines they improv that were really funny. What happens if they were like womanizing? Or what happens if they were like, he likes stealing on like a criminal level way too much? Or, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things, if you say 3 lines in a row enough, then that defines your character as that, right?
So
Let's say.
Well, what if it ties into what we talked about last week with Donald Glover feeling the pressure of being Lando Calrissian?
Yeah.
And maybe it was just kind of an unspoken thing that he said they didn't say during the interview. Maybe the idea that he was constantly improving and not really being able to establish his character as defined as he wanted to, maybe that was the pressure he was feeling.
So segue, and for the people who are watching, go ahead and put in your answer to this as well.
Well,
but
speaking of the people that are watching, someone in our chat here, Deontay Armstrong, says improvising means the scripts was not as detailed enough, and which I would say that doesn't have to be.
No, that's not
it
true.
Could just be that
I think they said screw.
They
I
were
just
going
said
in there and changing.
Yeah.
Yes,
So let me
I agree with that.
Let me ask you guys this, and for the people watching, go ahead and answer as well. So everybody, I would assume, has their own Han Solo in their mind as far as who he would be.
Yeah.
So what type of Han Solo would you want? Like, if this person's...
I want Han Solo. I think we
But
all
what is
know.
but people might perceive that differently than
I
I think Han Solo's one of the few characters in all of pop culture.
I'm talking about the Han Solo that you know
AJ,
that's a defined character. I'm
can
talking about a young
you
Han Solo
answer
who's
people in the chat?
becoming the guy
Say
that
hi
is
to them
the
what's
Harrison
coming.
Ford Han Solo that you love.
I-
What is? Do you want him to be like some type of like bumbling criminal that's like
No, I
can't
want
get it
him
together?
to be Han Solo.
So you want him like to be
Well,
like Indiana Jones? Like
No,
already
okay.
Yeah,
dead?
like Han Solo.
I want him
That
to
is-
be.
that's not an
no,
answer.
I want him to
That
be.
is an answer.
No, I want him to be a lost individual as a young kid who found some kind of smuggler mentor in what's his face? He's going to be in War
Woody
of the
Harrelson.
Dames.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson, who puts him on a path, and then from there he makes his own decisions, and like sometimes like makes irrational choices, but like has some kind of like faint, thin moral code
So
that
Star-Lord.
keeps him going along his way.
You want him to be Star-Lord?
Yeah.
I
Because
think-
Marvel is going
here's-
to combine the movies
I
together.
think-
Okay.
It's
because
gonna
I
happen,
think
BC.
I think that we're looking too much into the young part of Han Solo. This isn't like child Han Solo. This is a couple years before A New Hope. This is Han Solo, and I want it to be a continuation of who Han Solo was, just right before we met him.
See, here's what I want. Agreed with what you're saying, but I'm going to flesh it out a little bit more than what you're doing.
Please, if you don't mind.
I want it to be a scoundrel with only selfish thoughts.
Yeah.
Because before A New Hope, that's kind of who he was. He was the guy that would steal from Jabba the Hutt. He would just do everything his own way by his own rules, screw anybody else that he screws in the process. And that's what got him into trouble later on. And
Well,
then later on, we also saw him grow to where he started being a little bit more conscientious of others.
But
I want to see before that. I want to see no really redeeming quality about him before that.
That's why I disagree. I want to see the subtle hints.
Subtle. Okay, sure.
That
No,
he
no.
does have that heart to him.
We have that. That's the end. That's the last subject of the show, guys. Is what we want to see. The top 3 things we want to see from Han Solo.
Well, he asked what kind of Han Solo he wanted.
So
Yeah.
we'll touch on it a little bit later.
He's not jumping the gun. He's just finding a loophole.
That's
That's the intellectual BC we talked about.
We all in the room know who's the next person that's going to direct it. We're not talking about it just yet.
Sure.
But we all know. There might be some people in the chat that may not know. So if you don't know, we will tell you. But before we do, Phil
Lord and Chris Miller.
And Chris Miller get fired. You are
headed to DC.
You guys are now. Your job is to
Back
now.
to DC,
Well,
I guess.
Hashtag Joss Whedon.
Before we move on to the next, I'm sorry to hijack, but like, how interesting is it that in the same year, 2 directors have left 2 big movies in the middle of filming?
It happens all
You
the
had
time.
Zack Snyder
Well,
with
all the time.
Justice League,
That does
and
not,
then
this does not happen.
yeah, and then Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Not in the middle of filming.
No,
I would
Zack
agree, not that close.
Zack
to the
Snyder
end.
had
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
set
No,
of
I totally
circumstances.
understand. But he left the film in the middle of filming,
And
is
this
what I'm
does.
saying.
This
Yeah,
isn't
but that
a-
was
But
an extreme person.
Sure, it's still you're leaving the film in the middle of filming.
I feel like that should have an asterisk.
This
by it
is
for that.
this is all Disney's doing. I'm sorry, it's just people paranoid about the reputation, and that's exactly what happened.
Disney's not paranoid about nothing. Disney just knows we want to keep making money because we're Disney.
So,
Which will continue to happen.
so what's the question we're
What?
posing
So
here?
what
I'm
I'm
just
gonna do
thinking
is
it's crazy. It's
I'm
amazing.
gonna,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no, I
go
agree.
Around. I'm gonna go around. So Phil Lord and Chris Miller are fired. Your job is now to hire for the next 3 weeks a director. Who are you gonna go with, Matt?
Last week I said Edgar Wright, so I guess I'd stick with Edgar Wright.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zach.
Matt stole my pick.
I did it last week.
So
I'm sticking to my guns.
gotta pick somebody. Who you got?
The issue is actually BC and I talked about this. I'm going to talk about mine, but I just want to comment on Matt's a little bit. Is actually I don't want people like Edgar Wright. I don't think everyone can be James Gunn. Going
Sure.
from a super niche style to going to do mainstream,
Mhm.
that's unbelievable. I want Edgar Wright to do Edgar Wright because I'm not sure if he could do a mainstream film.
Yeah,
It'd be cool if he did.
yeah, that'd be
But
sweet.
I just want him to stay preserved in his own little capsule of amazingness.
I think he will forever.
I'm delaying because you stole my answer. But if I had a
Wes
pick,
Anderson, make it Wes Anderson.
oh my God, yes! Oh my God! Oh, yes, Matt, you're my savior. I want a Wes Anderson Han Solo movie. My life would be
So
complete.
awkward.
Oh my God. Could you imagine like a pull away where like Chewie's sitting there with like a box and he's like, oh, and then just like wide pans out to Han Solo, like, what are you doing? And it's like weird piano music in the background, like Royal Tenenbaums.
Yep.
And then it shows like
Random Owen Wilson's
Oh,
in there.
yeah, then
Jeff
it
Goldblum's
no, it
hanging out.
Then it shows Donald Glover like sitting in a bathtub with like a cigarette.
Yes.
And then it's like, this is Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian rules the Cloud City. He's insecure about this. And then Han Solo busts in the door and he's just like, what are you doing? He goes, nothing. No, I'm so about this.
So Wes Anderson is your pick?
Yeah.
Wes Anderson.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because
Cool.
Disney would force him with a whip and chain to like put a
Oh,
mainstream
man.
feel in it, but I feel like it would have some just like Wes Anderson tinglies in there.
So
Yes.
he'd be
I'm all about
fired.
it.
He'd be fired on week
He'd
2.
be so
with 2
done.
weeks
Oh,
left.
he would make it week 1.
Yeah. DC.
All right, well, look. Let's
too whimsical.
I'm going to make a little bit of a sports reference here.
Wait. Is the director gonna be Han Solo to direct Han Solo?
I want Han Solo to be
He's
Han
gonna have
Solo,
Harrison
and I want
Ford.
Han Solo
He's
to
gonna have
direct Han
Harrison
Solo.
Ford direct
Yeah,
Han
Harrison
Solo.
Ford. That's who you want.
Look,
Don't say
let's
Kasdan.
let's
I'll
say
punch
you're
you in
out
the
there.
face.
You're having a bad season. We're losing everything.
Mhm.
Coach is having terrible play calling.
You want Jason Garrett to
We're
be
gonna
the?
we're gonna fire Jason Garrett. Jason
Carroll.
Jason, get out. You're done. You
All
can't
right.
coach us anymore.
Okay.
What do you do midseason? You make your assistant coach. He steps in. He just covers it. You get a new coach next.
Do you want Jerry Jones to be the director?
So
I'm
who's
Do
this?
you want to let me talk?
I'm just trying to figure out where you're going
Who's
with
this
this.
isn't coach in this situation?
So
please?
here's what I'm doing. Lawrence Kasdan. He knows the character. He knows what's going on. He is the producer. You got 3 weeks left of filming. I think you need to just let him come in and take over. The problem with that is it cannot be someone from the production. We can all thank Clint Eastwood for that. For the outlaw Josie Wales,
Mm.
when they fired their director
Yeah.
and they let Eastwood step in, the Directors Guild had a whole big mess about it.
Right.
And so if someone gets fired from a project, you cannot have someone in the property step up and take over. So that's the only issue with that. But I think it would just make the most sense that rather than bring in someone and have a whole mess of different views and shit, I think Lawrence Kasdan, who knows the character, who knows the world, who knows the films, who knows the script, should just step in, and they know what they want to do already, and he should just basically do it.
So you would want it to be like a Simon Kinberg situation with X-Men,
Yes.
where you had
Because that went so well.
Singer go.
It also
and-
went well in Fantastic Four. With Josh Trank and Simon Kinberg. Simon Kinberg ghost
Did
directed.
he ghost direct
He
that?
ghost
I didn't
directed
know
the
that.
rest of them,
Interesting.
Mm.
So I'm gonna give you my pick. It seems a little unconventional, but
If you say Will Smith,
it's no.
Woo!
getting jiggy with it. Oh god, it's terrible. But you brought up a point, and this is why I'm going to do my pick. So good job, BC. You actually did something well. My pick would be Christopher Nolan, and here's why.
let's just have Steven Spielberg do it while we're at it. Like, come on.
No, wait. This is why.
They
'Cause he's
can't have Christopher Nolan. That's such an unrealistic pick, dude.
No, it's not. So,
I want to hear this.
Oh,
Go-
is
go-
it?
Wes,
Okay.
Wes Anderson's pretty unrealistic too.
It is.
It's a lot more realistic than Christopher Nolan.
Well, here's why. So
Pretty sure
you,
Wes Anderson has a drug problem that costs money.
Probably.
you really wanted Han Solo to be Han Solo, right?
Yes.
Okay. And there's comedy, levity moments, right?
Yes.
Okay. Batman, The Dark Knight, had very serious moments, very high octane action, and in the middle of that, there was some good Bruce and Alfred dialogue, just some little,
Pretty sure that's just Michael Caine improving. I'm pretty sure
which is fine.
Nolan had no
Which is fine.
to do with that.
But I'm saying that if it's so close to what you're saying as far as like New Hope, it should have some type of gravitas to it, correct?
I can
yeah.
So you have this massive epic movie, smuggling movie, right? He's going to have some fantastic like dialogue scenes, right? Because obviously the improvisation did not work, right? So who's a guy who has wonderful dialogue in his movies and really good actors that really nails it home?
Joss Whedon. Sorry.
That too.
No,
But-
Christopher Nolan.
But Christopher Nolan, right? So you get somebody who's in a property that's kind of superhero-y, right? A little bit, and takes somebody who is very well defined, as you said, Han Solo is Han Solo, right? And is able to go ahead and masterfully put these characters together, keep them on track, and make a really good movie.
I think my one problem with that though is that I think Christopher Nolan is tied to Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah.
So
But
that
this,
doesn't- that
this
doesn't
also is
keep
a
him.
dream.
This
This is
is
we also
fantasy.
are.
And that
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
keep him.
You
from
also said
working
you also
alongside
said
Disney.
Edgar Wright going back
But-
to Disney.
yeah, I know.
I think the issue is more of with Nolan is Nolan likes to do his stuff.
He hates.
So coming in and
doing
working
stuff.
on someone else's script,
Yeah.
you run into the same issue that you ran into with Lord and Miller.
I think you
because
run
they
into it
want
regardless.
they want their script made.
Can you imagine Nolan picking up script? There's a butt joke in here. There's. They
There
talk
really no
about.
butt jokes in
They
it.
talked
There's
about
no-
private parts. This is trash. We're gonna rewrite the whole
He just
thing.
burns it.
It's not dark
gone.
and green.
I will say the ending might suck because he's probably just going to end up in some wormhole and there's going to be strings in a bookcase. But outside of that,
Interstellar.
Stop
joke.
it! I love
didn't
that
see the
movie.
movie.
I
I didn't
love
see-
that
You
movie.
didn't see that movie?
no, I saw them. I was trying to not to
Oh,
spoil it
okay, gotcha.
for somebody who has not
What happened to
seen it.
Matthew
So it's spoiled
McConaughey
now.
is Han Solo's father.
Oh, you want that? You know you
Ooh.
want that. All right.
He could get him. Christopher Nolan just.
All right, huh?
Christopher Nolan has a Matthew McConaughey bell. He
What
rings.
we're going to do now is
and he shows up.
we're
Han
going to get
Solo
this
kept
Lincoln.
seeing the dust underneath the thing, and he's just like, "Wait a second, it makes so much sense now."
We're going to hop in this Lincoln. That's
Oh,
not
God.
So let's talk. So we know we all let's talk about the elephant in the room because we know who
Yes,
directs it.
we do know who's directed. So with 3 weeks left, let's just say it's 20 seconds left on the clock. They bring in a all-star, Ron Howard.
Happy days.
I love it.
But it seems weird. It's weird, but it's not weird because it's Disney, right? So
And it's Star Wars, and he has ties to Lucasfilm
Yes.
and Star
Sure.
Wars.
Willow.
You know, not just Willow.
American Graffiti.
American Graffiti.
You know, so he's friends of the production, of the family, everything
Yeah.
that's going on here, and he's a great publicity guy.
Yes, he is.
He knows how to talk to the public, and like I said, like I want Lawrence Kasdan to handle this. I think Lawrence Kasdan is.
How much do you
I
think
think
he
that
called
Ron
him?
Howard's there for them to go, we're not allowed to let Lawrence Kasdan do this. So, hey, Ron, what are you doing? You busy?
Yeah.
You want to do some publicity? Come help us out. And
That-
he's
Yeah.
going to be on stage.
do you think he's more of a stand-in person?
Yes.
I think this is all hands on deck.
He's
I
their
think
proxy.
at this point forward, yes, Ron Howard's going to be on set, directing, talking to the actors, telling them, look, hey, everything's going to be all right, guys. I was on Happy Days. Everything's fine.
That's it. That's
Hey.
that's
And
my
they're all
defining
going,
achievement.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be Kathleen Kennedy is
Yeah.
no longer in her office. She's on set now. Lawrence Kasdan, no longer off. He's on set now. All hands are on deck, and this is going to be a collaborative effort.
The only
Well, and
woman
to
I want on
finish
my
it.
set is Patty Jenkins. And I think I agree. I'll be short, Matt. Sorry to cut you off, but he's a proxy. Like, come on, guys. Kasdan was like, "Hey, George, just call our old drinking buddy Ron Howard.
Ronald.
Let's just wrap this up. And
Old
guess
Ronald.
what? He's gonna be our glove to our puppet hands, and we're just gonna make this happen. Like, I didn't think about that till now because I thought of the George Lucas correlation.
Yeah.
But that makes perfect sense, BC. I honestly think that the Kasdans are like, you're gonna be our puppet.
It could be. It could be that entirely. But think about, today's the 23rd, right? He's going to have like several weeks to sit in a studio with them and go over every single thing that Miller and Lord did, and then put a plan together with Kasdan and Kennedy to figure out how to put it back on track.
And like the extras have all been sent home.
Yeah.
So they're done until July. They got notes that, hey, we're shutting down until July 10th.
Reshoots?
Yes.
Do we
Oh,
have any-
I believe they're
There's
going to do
gonna be-
reshoots.
There's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
reshoots.
Sorry to throw that in there, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
going to
be
that
reshoots.
too.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah, like that. Like they're sitting down there. It's all hands on deck. We're going to war now. Because like I said, this is a problem. This is not good, but it's not something that they cannot overcome.
Exactly. This is a film that doesn't come out until May 2018.
Yes.
It's not like Zack Snyder and Justice League where that comes out in November. This is a deal where they can overcome it quickly. It's fine. They already have probably the good core of the movie already set, and then from then on, they're going to just build off of that. Just delete any of the improv that they don't need, and then just build off of what script they already have.
So I'm gonna pose a question then, because you brought up the date. And for anybody that's watching live, don't forget to like this page as well as share the video so your other Star Wars buddies or just nerd friends can join into the conversation.
Share it.
But
Yeah.
you said it's May 2018. Do you think when Ron gets there, maybe he looks over everything and says, "I'm gonna need more time"? Do you think
No.
that?
No.
Do you think they'll do a
They
pushback?
can't.
Because
Why not?
It's the House of Mouse, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's like a
they said
satanic
we're-
cult
we're-
that
They've
runs
changed the date
everything.
before. That was a
but
Marvel
that's
DC type
different.
thing, and they won. Let's
Kevin,
be clear, they
so
won
that's
that.
the thing. Kevin Feige can do that.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy cannot do that. Like literally, if Disney was like, you have to sacrifice one of your studio heads, Disney would be like, well,
Which
everybody
one?
but Kevin Feige. That's fine. Just screw all these people. Like,
Yeah.
oh, John Lasseter, get the fuck out of here.
Well,
I don't know about that. Even Kevin
Yeah.
Feige goes, "Sorry, Mr. Lasseter."
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no, they can say
Promoter-
Cars 1,
Promoter
2,
could
and
probably
3.
go.
Okay,
Well,
I'm not
consider
sure.
this.
Huh?
They literally call him the second coming. The fans of Disney literally call him the second coming. John Lasseter.
Was that God as a voice?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, consider
No,
this.
no,
You've got like
You're right. You're
No,
right.
it's just AJ.
You cannot move from May 2018 because that's the start of the summer movie season.
Yeah.
You're gonna make so much money from that one spot. And Disney,
I
you've
will-
got several
I will-
months to get through it, and even into next year to edit and put it all together.
Now that you say that, though, I would not be surprised to see them push back to December.
I don't think so.
Thank you,
I
BC.
don't think
Thank
they
you.
will.
I don't think so.
Because I've been waiting for them to push back to December, because I would prefer it to be in December. They are owning December. Like,
Yeah.
that has been like since they've come back. We own December. You have no competition, and no one's going to come in there and try to take your
No,
competition.
you can lose. Blood is in the water, my friend. They could lose December with something like this. They need the guarantee of an
Not
early
really.
summer box office.
Not really. Because think about it. Look how many movies Disney has coming out between this
Oh,
year and next
you're
year.
telling me right now some other studios not willing to take the gamble of taking December away from Disney?
Let me redo
They
the
won't
question.
go
Let me redo
against
the
Star
question.
Wars.
Avatar.
Let me redo the question.
That's
How-
never coming out.
I'm just saying that's where it's
No,
set
they
right
will.
now.
Let me-
No,
we
Yeah.
keep
Let me do
saying
this.
that Avatar is never coming out, guys.
No, it's a fantasy.
Well, okay, I think
It's
the
like
reason
Kingdom Hearts.
I think
It's not coming.
Gee, we don't talk about
how
that.
Important,
but
how important is the movie?
Well, okay,
To the whole overall story. How
At
important?
this point, very.
but I
But
think
why?
Star Wars and Lucasfilm and Disney, all of them, are trying to put together some sort of campaign to take the start of the summer movie season. Because, and I think this is going to be the first shot. And the reason why I say that is because they moved Star Wars to, the next one to
May.
2019 in May. So Han Solo being in May is not a mere coincidence. That's
No.
where they're trying to move it back to.
Yeah.
Probably because they feel like they can make more money there.
Well, May has always been the Star Wars date. You know, all the originals all came out. The prequels all came out in May. May was when Star Wars came out. It was
Yeah.
the start of the summer season. And so them putting The Force Awakens in December was them testing the waters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Now they really they found a gold mine there. Rogue One, Force Awakens, and now we're gonna get The Last Jedi. It's going to be bonkers in December. So I don't see why. I see why they want to. They want to go. We own summer too, because they're Star Wars,
Yeah.
and I get that, and they're going to. But I'm just saying I would not be surprised if they go. You know what? Let's push back to December.
I just
I
don't
wouldn't be
think they
surprised
would
either.
because that kind of admits weakness, and I
Yeah.
don't think Disney does
No,
that.
they don't do that. They don't, dude. Look
True.
at
They don't blink. I'll give them that. But
Winter Soldier
before-
versus Batman
before-
v Superman showed
Civil
them.
War.
Civil War.
Was Civil War?
It was Civil War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
But you're
again,
right. You're right. It's a good-
Before any of this even came out, I have been until they announced 9 going to May. I have been waiting for them. I'm like, they're gonna move Han Solo in
Wait,
December.
where's our confirmed movies, by the way? We talked about that last week on the show. Like, they're supposed to be confirming the new movies in June. They
Dude.
said in June.
No, there's less than a month till D23. They're not giving us crap.
They'll do it at
They
D23.
But they said, why did they
I don't
say that
remember
then?
them. When did they say June?
They said several times. I'll
I don't remember that.
I'll send you the articles, but I'm waiting for them.
All right, send me the article.
But I'm
I
pretty
will.
sure they, even if they did say it, I'm pretty sure they're going to wait till D23
Yeah.
and they'll just
Yeah.
make like grand announcements.
D23 just revved up. Like they're in the war room now going, all right guys, we may not have had a lot on the books for Star Wars at D23 because we just did Celebration. Fuck all that. Cancel everything. D23 is Star Wars. We're gonna save this shit.
I wonder if they're going to have the cast of Han Solo even be there.
Probably.
Maybe.
I think they still will.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll
yeah.
show up.
They will.
They'll make an appearance and then go right back to the studio.
So Bill wants to get to live questions, which, by
Yeah.
the way, Bill, Baby Driver is great. So Bill wants to get to live questions so he can mix it up a little bit.
That's fine.
So let's just, you want to coordinate the rapid fire?
Yes.
Last
So,
subject here.
so for people who are watching live, if you have any questions, please let us know. It doesn't have to be about Star Wars if you don't want, because we're going to be wrapping up very shortly. So if you have some questions, go ahead and shoot them into the chat, and I will read them out as they come. So one of the earliest questions was by Bill, who's watching right now. Asked about Baby Driver, which I believe everybody here but me has seen it.
I have not seen it.
Oh, okay.
No, just
so,
me and BC.
All right, so basically, so can you talk very non-spoilery? I'm talking
Just
to
real
you.
quick. Just real quick.
I'm
Brief.
talking to you.
Oh, me?
Yes, non-spoilery. Just
Oh.
very short.
It's a perfect. The whole script was put around a soundtrack, so it's like a musical action film with Edgar Wright and just John Berthold, Jamie Foxx, and Kevin Spacey. Like, my mouth is oozing just even talking about it. I absolutely loved it. It's in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
DC?
It was great. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Everyone in it's really good. The chick in it is really hot.
Cinderella.
No, not Lily James, the other girl.
Oh, her
Darling.
last name's Gomez.
Gomez,
That's
yeah.
why I got mixed
That's
up
why you
last
thought-
night.
okay.
I said Selena
Actually,
Gomez.
I thought it was Gonzalez.
I can't read, bro. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Well,
That's
anyway,
true. That's
it's
very
a
true.
lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's great. It's definitely Edgar Wright, and right on par. So I loved it.
Worth the ticket.
He literally
Oh,
showed.
yeah.
He
Oh,
literally
yeah.
showed James Gunn how to make a soundtrack to part of a film. Like, he said, "Oh, James Gunn, that's cool. That's cool. You can do that." Like, Star-Lord has a cute little kick around mouse scene. Let me show you how this goes, bro. And
I don't think he really showed up, James Gunn. I think it was on par with Guardians 1 soundtrack.
if we're talking about like how a soundtrack plays into a film, like, Edgar Wright went overboard with it. I'm not saying it was like great. I'm just saying he was like, "Oh, really? You want to play this game?" And James Gunn's like, "All right, dude, I get it, bro. Like, chill out."
Quick. Do we think Star Wars? Do we think all the Star Wars that's coming out diminishes the hype for Star Wars? I'm gonna say right now, no, because we have a podcast about it.
Well, I will say that, like, we are never going to get that feeling that we got for Star Wars The Force Awakens again.
No.
Because that was an amazing build-up.
I mean, it's the first
And
time we had a Star Wars
it
movie
was.
in several years.
Right.
And dude, I'm not going to lie, I cried in Rogue One, but it wasn't like when it first said a long time ago in a galaxy
then
far,
the
far away
bing.
at The
Yeah.
Force Awakens. I was in tears, bro. Like, tears.
Yeah, I was the same way. I had chills. I was like tears too. When just the first moment that you saw it, because it's not just that we had a new Star Wars movie. It was the fact that it was a continuation of the original trilogy, and that's something that we never thought we were going to have growing up. So it was amazing to get that feeling again. So no, I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon.
But that doesn't take away from the hype of the other films.
No.
Like I said, I was one of the people that when they announced Han Solo, I was like, I don't really want a Han Solo movie. But that doesn't mean day one I'm not going to be there at midnight, and then again the next morning, and again that night, and I'll see it 4 times that damn weekend minimum.
It's true.
Because it's Star Wars, and,
Yeah.
and I will always be hyped for it.
So real quick, because I think we glossed over it. What do you want to see in a Star Wars movie? Or a Han Solo movie?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go. You pick, Ellie. Who's going first?
What do I want to see in a Han Solo movie?
Yeah, you go first.
I would want to see something along the lines of, if it's that close to the movie that everybody knows, I just want to see him leading up to that. Maybe I would like the beginning of the movie to have like a really like cool heist, and him pulling it off like fantastically, like explosions in the back, hair blown. Like I want to see that like type of thing, right?
Italian Job?
Yeah, kind of like that, right? Where he's already like already master at his craft, and we're just seeing him like already like prime. Yeah, and then after that, he learns about the stuff that's happening that's going to lead into the movie that everybody's aware of, and then he is introduced to these other characters, and it's like us meeting them again for the first time. So that would be me. Go.
I would want to see him be reckless. I want to see him be absolutely reckless, make too many mistakes, and maybe have already met Woody Harrelson, but I don't care if he meets him in a certain similar way, or maybe they're both doing the same job, and then Harrelson like takes him under his wing after that, and maybe breaks him out of some galactic prison or something like that, and then just shows him the ropes, and then at some point Harrelson dies, and then you have him just take the Millennium Falcon from Jabba.
I feel like it's like a Rocky style type thing. I got that in Creed, and I don't need that again.
Space Creed.
Space Creed. Goes that.
Space Creed would be good.
Yeah, Space Creed would be good.
Space Creed would be pretty honestly.
I want to see Han. I want to see the personal side of Han Solo. I want to see how him and Lando are such good friends. I want to see that background. I want to see how him and Chewie came about.
Yeah.
I want to see this mysterious relationship with I keep forgetting his on-screen name.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson.
I don't know their name.
I forgot what it was, but that's what I want to see. I want to see the interpersonal like relationships between these people that eventually push Han Solo, because I don't want to get the same Han Solo we got in New Hope. I just don't want to get like a movie 5 years before it's the same Han Solo. I want to see something that happens between these relationships that push him to be the more cold-hearted, like, busty, or just like, Jedis are a stupid religion, and just shut up, Chewie, go over there. Like, I want to see a softer side of him, and something happens in the climax of this film that makes him the more cold-hearted, stone Han Solo. Like, I just kind of want to see, it doesn't have to be like gooey, softy Han Solo. I just want to see the little bit softer side. I want to see how these relationships and experiences right before A New Hope, something pushed him to be this.
Yeah.
Because then
I'd be down to see that.
This is the perfect opportunity to flesh out his character by using other characters to flesh him out. He doesn't have to say a thing. Best thing about Baby Driver last night was when other people would tell other people's stories. Like, what happened if Lando sat him down and was like, let me guess, you're an orphan. You're a guy who comes into the universe and you think everything's handed to you, and you're just going to have everything, like, everything's going your way, and you think you can just, like, steal everything and smuggle everything. But I'm going to tell you right now, buddy, that's not the way it goes. And literally, Donald Glover tells his story through that dialogue. That's what I want.
All right, BC.
See, I would almost kind of disagree, because I do not want to see how Han and Chewie got up.
You don't want to see that?
No, I don't.
He went to the pound, and they got him.
They're buddies. They're cool. They're together. All right, cool. I don't.
He's there with like Ralph, like the Muppet Baby, and stuff like that.
I don't want to see how he met Lando.
But it's a life debt. But it's a life debt. How did he get that life debt?
I don't need to know. I like the
saved the
mystery
dude's
of
life.
it.
Then you don't want a Han Solo movie.
We've never.
He's already
before.
said that he doesn't want a Han Solo movie.
We've already said that before. We've already known that Han Solo and Chewie have a life, and we've never needed to know before.
But
so
you
why
know
do we
that.
need
We're
to know
talking
now?
about general audience.
Are you asking what I want to know, or are you asking what everyone else wants?
No, you're good. Han Solo's like his abandoned dad.
Okay.
He just wants to leave him like he's an astronaut in space. He tells all the kids he's an astronaut in space. That's all you need to know. Okay? We don't need to know what my dad really does.
So what do you want? You said what you don't want.
What I want. There's 3 things that I want to see. I want to see the Kessel Run.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think we're going to, but I would like to see that.
Okay.
I want to see the game of Sabacc that Han wins the Falcon from Lando.
Okay.
I want to see that. And I want this movie to end with Han Solo walking into the cantina with Chewie to go meet somebody.
I'm all for that.
And
Agreed.
then
I
as
feel
they,
like it's
as
gonna
they
be in
walk
there. I
in,
feel like it's gonna
it
be in there.
starts fading away, and we see the
speeder come in.
speeder pulling up.
Well, can we have Greedo going right behind him?
You could. I mean, a
Greedo
little
could be
cameo.
somewhere.
We should have him bump into him like before he gets in there.
I think Boba Fett's gonna have a cameo in this one.
Because do you think they're going to announce a Boba Fett film?
I think eventually they will.
That's a Disney move. Nope.
Mhm.
I totally call it. It's a Disney move. Disney's
Yeah.
like, let's set up. Let's just set it up, bro. Let's
Yeah.
just get everything going.
I'm also, again, I don't want the Boba Fett movie. We have such a huge galaxy. Stop picking characters that we already have. Let's go to the Old Republic. Let's go to the other side of the galaxy and meet characters that we don't know who they are.
Well,
I can't argue you just hit my soft spot, Old Republic. Like, if
Sure.
you didn't say that, I'd argue
I'd be
the shit
so
out of
down
you.
for that. But
Yeah.
that's because we are Star Wars fans. The problem would be, how do you make money off of a character that
And that's
nobody
true.
else
That-
knows about?
Well, I mean,
This is Gloopy
theoretically,
Gloop, the Jedi from the 21st century.
theoretically, Rogue One was that because we didn't know almost anybody in that
True.
film. We knew it was about the Death Star, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so that's a small example of what we could do to go. We get new characters like that.
I think that was a good test.
Yes.
And so
Very.
maybe from there, they're like, okay, we can do this. Let's now start fleshing out other ones.
See, and like the only character that I want to see more of that we already have is Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Because we have so much of Obi-Wan already, and Ewan McGregor is almost at that point where he could be playing Obi-Wan right before A New Hope.
Which, did you guys see that on Jimmy Kimmel, he was asked about it?
Yeah, he was.
We won't talk about it. I think there's something coming.
Oh, yeah.
No. It's Disney. Disney would not let Jimmy Kimmel say a word.
That's true.
Unless they wanted him to for some reason. So some things, I think that's something
I think
in the works.
it's definitely going to happen.
So we can talk about that ad nauseum, but we're going to move on to some other questions that people had. So one of the other questions that were in there is about Game of Thrones. And
Are we excited about it?
Are we excited about it?
Stuart was asking.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I talked about
Yes,
it in the
I am.
recap for Cinelinks. So make sure you guys check out Cinelinks.com for the recap that I did this week. I covered what I thought about the newest trailer that we got, and my biggest reaction is that I liked they left out the dragons, and they were talking more.
They had a couple.
Yeah, like
Not-
the whole thing is about you see the army and the dragon flying.
That was
like,
one shot. What I liked is that they were showing
That's the shot we need.
they were showing the characters more, which
Yeah,
that's
they
all
were
the
showing
point
the
of the
characters
show.
more.
They were like showing how each character is going to be set up, and then it showed that guy with an eye patch and a sword. I'm like, I don't know who you are, dude, but
Dude,
you're
yeah,
now
you
my
do.
new favorite character.
Yeah, you know who he is.
Who?
He's from the He's from he's from
Red lighting.
an earlier season. I can't remember. I think it's season 2. He was part of the Brotherhood without banners.
Oh.
He's the guy with the flaming sword
Yes.
that got killed by the Hound.
That's the
Got
damn
it.
problem with Game of Thrones. There's so many people like, hey, do you remember this person that said one line back in this season? He's back.
He was badass. He couldn't
Who?
die.
Who?
Yeah, he
Favorite part of the trailer though, Bran as a raven, and the White Walker, like young White Walker King, looks up and sees him, and he's like, I was like, oh damn, he saw you,
No,
bro.
my favorite part
he
was
saw you,
I
bro.
wish-
Run,
I wish they
Bran.
killed
my favorite part
Really?
about
I
Bran
hate
was
that
him in a wheelchair. They made a wheelchair for him.
That's great.
He says, go sit in the tree, bro. I read the book.
Look,
Just go sit in the
here's-
tree and
here's
shut
why-
up.
Here's why I don't like him. Because of him, Hodor died, man. Like,
Bro,
Hodor was going to die regardless.
bro, no.
Did you
like,
not watch the episode? He was. That was his fate.
Well, no, it wasn't. All right, Bran didn't have to go back and make him stupid. It
Dude,
just felt so
no.
bad for the guy.
I don't care about Hodor. Fine, that's great. Summer, man, his wolf just
I
died
feel
like
way
out
bad.
of
I feel way
nowhere.
worse for him than-
Yeah,
That's not happening.
like the freaking direwolf was badass, and I'm mad that there's only one left.
So
Makes me
Well,
angry.
I think there's only one left.
Well, there's
because-
Nymeria, but we
well,
don't know where
We
Nymeria
don't get
is.
to see them because that's really expensive.
It is. But I want Nymeria back. I want Arya to go back to that forest, find Nymeria, and just be like, hey, you know what? I did it for you. And then Nymeria's like, all right, let's do this. And then they go on adventures together and kill things.
So I think the last scene of the final season will be Jon Snow and the Dragon Princess
Well, that we're
getting
not
married and ruling the realm.
We're not going to get that until like 2019 though.
That's fine. But I'm just telling.
Also-
I'm calling it now.
I mean,
so it's
I
on
mean
film.
the
Wait,
Mother
have
of
you-
Dragons?
Yes,
Wait, have
absolutely.
you not seen the theory that Jon Snow is?
It's her sister. That's his sister.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, have you
Yeah.
not seen that it's his sister?
It's
And
not
we've already seen that. That doesn't matter in
Well,
this world.
it's-
Yeah, only to the
Thank
only
you.
to the
Lannisters.
The
The
creepy Lannisters.
Yeah, it's not even a theory now. It's fact that they are related.
Yeah,
fine.
He is a.
They're gonna rule the realm together.
Oh,
He's
yes,
a
they are,
Targaryen,
but they're
that's
not
what
going
it
to
is.
get
Yeah.
married.
Wait,
Yeah.
how's
The
it?
Mother of
It's,
Dragons
it's still
gonna
not
claim the
100%
throne.
fact.
Well, on the show it is. They showed it.
Yeah, they showed it, dude.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
Well, like
flashback in
the last season, they had a
States
flashback.
Episode 3, about halfway through.
When
Oh, did you
Bran
really?
goes back
Did it
and-
really? Was it
and-
season
and-
episode
and
3?
learns.
I don't know.
He doesn't watch
the TV Okay.
show.
Daenerys is
That was a
giving
great
back
call,
to
though.
the,
It's like, I think it's like
bastard.
episode 5. I want
And,
to say.
oh God, what's his damn name? What's the one who dies all the time?
Who?
The guy who dies all
Mordor?
the time.
Jon Snow?
No, the guy who dies all the time.
No,
Every
that-
movie. He's
What are
in.
you? Oh, Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Yeah.
When they go
I
back
came in
time.
late. I have
Yeah.
no idea what you're
I
talking
know,
about.
but when I say the guy who dies all the time, everyone
You automatically know what Sean Bean is.
when they went back in time and showed his character adopt
Yes.
I did
Jon
see that.
Snow.
Okay,
he goes,
I saw-
Yeah.
yeah,
he's
you're right.
Like, well,
Okay.
basically him going,
Yeah.
well,
You're
I'm
right,
just gonna say
you're
you're
right.
mine, even though you're
You're right.
not.
They delayed it, guys. It's not my fault. It's not on my mental schedule. They should have just released the show when they're freaking supposed
Oh,
to.
I'm so ready for this
so-
new season.
The next question is going to be weird because it's asked what is the best show on TV. I don't know.
American Gods. Everyone, shut the.
I was
Mm,
going
American
to say. I
Gods.
was actually going to say that.
American Gods.
I
American
disagree.
Gods.
I don't know if
American
it's the best,
Gods.
It's the most interesting.
It's,
American
it's
Gods.
interesting. I didn't like that season finale.
Well, yeah, I agree.
You didn't like Odin showing the fuck up?
It's cool,
Why would
but
you spoil it for
I already
everyone?
knew he. We already knew
Google
he was
his
Odin.
name.
No.
Google Mr. Wednesday.
Dude, we
Nobody
already
does that.
knew he was Odin though, because
I didn't.
that was revealed a couple
Brimner.
episodes before.
I know,
Right,
Brimner. Well, yeah, because they showed the Odin missile. Yes, I
Yeah.
know. But no, but still, like, oh my gosh.
No, that felt like the episode before the season finale. I just wasn't impressed by the season finale.
What about
I thought it was okay.
What about the dead wife and Mad Sweeney? Like, they're the best like buddy cop duo of all time.
I like Mad Sweeney. I don't
I'm
care
not,
so
I'm
much
not a
about
fan of
Dead
the
Wife.
at all. I'm not a
Um,
fan of the wife. I was really hoping he'd take the gold and just bounce.
Yeah.
but he feels guilty. Like,
I
he
get
felt
it.
really guilty about
Yeah,
I
about
get it.
murdering her.
I don't think that it's the best show ever.
I don't think it's the best
Sorry.
show ever. I think
You
it's
have
the
to
most interesting
understand,
show
I
out.
do
like,
give
we talk
it-
about new shows that's out right
Sorry,
now.
I give it a lot of leeway because of how amazing it's shot.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's
I
really-
love
very
how
good.
it's
I
shot.
think my TV is 4K watching a 1080 show
yeah.
because like the depth of field on it,
Yeah.
that pushes it a huge level up for me. And it's Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
So for me, like I haven't had a show blow me away like this in a long time.
Like
Sure.
I feel like it's one of the most creative shows. Like the Nazi scene,
Yeah.
where he's like on the slave ship and he's talking to them.
That was
Like,
awesome.
I was so enthralled by like everything.
What's his
Learning-
name?
Orlando Jones.
Yeah, Orlando Jones. I feel it's very interesting, like when they bring in like certain gods and stuff like
Yeah.
that, even like obscure ones that you may not have
Mexican
heard.
Jesus.
Mexican
Yeah.
Jesus was great.
One of many Jesus.
One of many Jesus.
They said there was actually 36 Jesuses in that one scene at
really?
Easter's house.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick like my favorite show right now. I always love Silicon Valley.
Silicon
That's
Valley
one
is
of my
very good right
favorite
now.
shows of all time.
Yes, it is very
Um,
good. New season is actually very
Glow.
It's so good. Glow. I'm
I
actually
haven't
like
watched it
2
yet.
episodes left to Glow, which isn't bad.
Dang.
It's okay.
I
It's
watched-
30-minute episodes.
I've only
so
watched
they're
the first
quick.
episode and I was
I haven't
enthralled.
Even,
They're
I
good,
haven't even
they're
watched
good.
the first episode.
BC, you have.
Being the wrestler, I haven't even watched
Yeah.
it.
What is the show that you're?
It's good.
That's best for you right
I liked
now?
it.
Well, Rebels, because I'm still watching it. I have.
Can we do something current?
Well, okay.
No.
Rebels is current. It's on.
No.
I do
It's
have
on
a,
last season. It's okay.
There is another show that I'm going to talk about more on Rob's Channel Control show. It's called Wrecked. It's on TBS, and it's a Lost spoof.
Yes,
And
I
it's-
like
I
it.
love that
no,
show.
I like it. I've
It's
seen
so
it.
great.
I've seen it. So where are you in Rebels?
Let's see here. Sabine just left the show.
Yeah, to
What
go be with
the
their
Oh.
to go be with their people.
Oh wait,
I am royally pissed off.
no. So I need to talk to you about this. The episode where Kanan is training Sabine.
Is
That was
one
great.
Of the great.
That was great.
Last week,
Oh my
last week on
gosh.
Channel Control.
Yes.
That was the last episode I watched.
Oh.
And so when we talked about channel surfing and we talked about our topic, it was that episode I was talking about.
It was so
That
good.
was so incredible. I love her character so much, which made me even more fucking pissed off when the next episode, she's like, "No, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay here."
No, so
and I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna."
So I need to
She'll be back on
I need to show you.
The next episode, she's not in it, and
No.
I'm like, "What? No, no."
Bro, it's not like one of those old shows where it's like
Yeah.
something crazy happens, but we just reboot afterwards.
I need to show you this clip of me watching it with McKinley. So we rewound the training scene several times.
Yeah.
And the McKinley literally has a Vegeta, my Vegeta wig on
Nice.
with a lightsaber, and she's yelling. She's like, "I'm never gonna give up," and just starts whacking my coffee table. I didn't give a crap that she's whacking the coffee table. Like
Aw.
she was watching something. She was watching a very powerful
Very
woman
powerful scene.
figure on TV.
Yeah.
Like, and she felt emotionally charged by that. You have to understand, like, most time when she watches TV, it's like zombie eyes,
Yeah.
or she's coloring or doing something else. Like, for her, the only movies she sits and gets enthralled in are, like, very particular Studio Ghibli films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Totoro and stuff like that. Maybe one or two, like, Pixar moments, like, the most emotional parts ever. But this one moment of Rebels usually lasts about Chopper,
Yeah.
or, like, certain things that happens. She loves Darth Maul. For some reason, Darth Maul is like her shiz.
That's
Because
awesome.
he's Darth Maul.
She's Darth Maul.
She loves it. But for this scene, she literally stopped in her tracks and we rewatched it 4-5 times. She
Yeah.
this was like her Rocky moment. This
Yeah.
was her my captain, and it was really good.
I thought it was amazing. I love how they did a lot of development with her character, because starting off, she did not have much backstory.
She spray painted stuff.
Exactly.
What's-
But now she was amazing, and yeah, it was disappointing when she left, but I understood why. Like, there was a good reason why she left.
She comes back, right? Okay.
Now,
Let's get it. Is he again like her and
Ezra?
Ahsoka Tano
Oh, Ahsoka.
are two of my favorite of this new generation of Star Wars characters. They are my two favorite characters.
Ahsoka's
and I
amazing.
hated Ahsoka. Well, you remember how
You did.
much I hated Ahsoka.
And I kept
Oh, I
telling you, I
love
was like,
Ahsoka.
wait,
I
just
was
be
like-
patient.
I was like, this chick is the most annoying character. Why
Yeah.
won't they take her? And then all of a sudden, there was just like a switch. I'm just like, chick bad.
Yeah.
Why? Chick
so the biggest thing for me is it fleshed out Darth Vader even more, or not Darth Vader, Darth Maul even
Yes.
more from the clones. Like, dude, he gave her the Darksaber.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? He's like the Joker of Star Wars. He's like, I'm gonna cause some crap. I'm gonna give Sabine the Darksaber. Just take it. You're good. Like he knew something was gonna happen. Like he's all about himself, but at the same time, he's all about just like, I just want the world to burn.
Yeah.
And I just want it, like,
Well,
that's the greatest
he's
thing
been
about him.
burned so much, you know. You saw the rise and fall of Darth Maul through the movies, through the series, everything, and it's kind of heartbreaking when you think about it, because he was at one point he was at the pinnacle of his career, and then he got cut in half, and then he got forgotten about.
So,
And
have
he
you got,
even
wait,
had the high ground. And he got cut in half.
wait, have you gotten to those episodes yet? Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan?
No.
What-
I'm at the one right after Sabine left.
We're gonna make that a special subject on one of our episodes whenever BC gets to
Next week.
No, I won't be here next week.
Oh, that's right.
I'm in California.
That's fine, the next
the
week.
week after that, I will be
Yes.
finished with Rebels by then.
Okay.
because there's a lot of discussion. The battle was something,
Yes, it was.
and there's a lot of discussion behind that.
There
so
is.
We're gonna wrap this up. Do we have any more questions?
So last
LA?
question is a pretty easy one. It was a question that said, do we think that Spider-Man will release another trailer before it releases? And
No.
it's Sony, so I wouldn't.
I
have no idea.
I think they understand the movie's gonna be awful, and I think that they just know the movie's not gonna be good. And Tom Holland is not a good actor, and this is Iron Man 4. And I think for Iron Man 4, they've released enough Iron Man clips for Iron Man 4.
There's so much steam.
And you know what? They'll probably do another 3 movies, but the next one will be Captain America 5. And then
So-
the next one will be Hulk 1. I'm just saying, like, I think Sony
Like
knows.
it's the Xbox One.
I think Sony knows that Spider-Man's done, and the only way to make this survive is to make this another superheroes movie. And I think that's the only way to do this.
I just want you, before you scream,
Yeah, before you scream, just let me know what mic is connected.
yeah, temper yourself.
It's the first one.
Use your words. There you go.
Go for it.
It's backing up.
Go for it.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at WhatTheForcePC. Come back next week for more Star Wars news. We're going to get off camera, so there's no witnesses.
At Move the Joystick. Just going to say that.
LA_IZ_GFC.
I'm at the Mad Zach, THA
You were.
MADZAK.
You
You
were
were
at the
at
Mad
the
Zach.
Mad
You can follow me on Twitter at RealJackassBC. That's RealJackassBC. And it works for all social media as well as Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook, and my podcast. It is what it is every single Thursday on the Jackass Nation.
We are live every Friday at 7 p.m. here at Nerdvana. You can find us on our Facebook page at Dweeb Factory. We also have a couple social media accounts that are also What the Force inspired. And BC, could you go ahead and label those out so everybody can get them?
What the Force PC?
That's it.
PC.
Peace.
Oh, that's how mad he
Podcast.
is.
There's
He can't even-
there's
he can't even get the
witnesses
ending
here.
right.
Mm-hmm.
They've all seen the Spider-Man trailer. They know it sucks.
Oh, no.
Well, next
Got
week it will just be
worse.
3 of us. So thank you everybody for watching. Good night.
Actually, it's only going to be 2 of